This controversial dev forum post keeps pumping out more and more responses from Roblox. Thankfully, this time they're not entirely bad, and some even consider them good by Roblox's standards, which isn't saying much, but it's better than usual. The first one we have is in relation to Roblox making any unrated games completely unavailable for anyone outside of its devs. If your game or anyone else hasn't done that maturity rating questionnaire or had it removed, the game can't be played by anyone. In concept, that's actually a pretty good idea because a lot of condo games don't do the questionnaire so they can get more players like Teddy, or because a bot uploads it. Condos and scams are frequently re-uploaded with no maturity rating, making them available for anyone to play immediately upon release. Sometimes they set up bot accounts in advance, create a bunch of places, then convert them into condos later on when they're needed. To prevent those issues, Roblox has decided to make any game without the maturity rating, which would include bot re-uploaded games, unavailable for everyone. Unfortunately, Roblox hasn't exactly handled this ideally, because this isn't only affecting newly created games, it's affecting all games made at any time. Roblox's first announcement really made it seem like classic games owned by devs who aren't around to do the questionnaire would be closed forever, and that wouldn't be great. Thankfully, Roblox has issued a full response to this that kinda eases people's concerns, but is still a bit worrying and not the ideal route to take. We understand that many classic experiences are no longer actively maintained, and we want to help keep these popular classics available for players to enjoy. As a part of our commitment to legacy content on Roblox, we will identify notable experiences from creators who are no longer active on Roblox and ensure they have content maturity labels. These experiences will be selected based on factors like lifetime visits and engagement, recent visits and engagement, experiences you have marked as favorites. If there's an experience that you want to remain public, simply play or favorite that experience. This will provide us with signals on where to focus our efforts. We will provide regular updates on our progress to preserve classic Roblox content. We are asking creators with unrated experiences to complete the maturity and compliance questionnaire by September 30th, 2025 to ensure their experiences remain playable. After the deadline, unrated experiences will become unplayable to the public and will require taking a questionnaire to become playable again. Roblox's additional clarity here has eased some people's concerns, but even then, the top replies to that post all worry about old games. Roblox relying on us to revisit and engage with old games in order to keep them from being closed on September 30th hasn't exactly been well received. Roblox doesn't specify how many visits or favorites are needed to keep a game open, so we're left to wonder if our efforts could really result in keeping a game alive. This isn't the best solution, especially when they aren't saying how much engagement is needed, but I think this would only apply to unpopular games. One of the factors keeping a classic game open is its lifetime visits and engagement, which does account for past activity that we probably won't have to add to now. This hypothetically would keep games that were super popular back in the day, like Robloxity, alive just based on its past engagements. Again though, Roblox doesn't say how many lifetime engagements a game needed, so we don't know if something like this classic would count. Fun fact, this game, which still works, is actually where I learned how to chat when menu chat was a thing, thanks to its custom chat board back in 2012. What Roblox should have done here is make this only apply to games that were recently made or don't have a required amount of visits. I personally think it'd be fine if games made within the last 3 years with no rating were closed off, or if it has to be for all games ever, grant leniency to 3+ year old ones with 1,000+ visits. It doesn't have to be too strict with older ones, as it's insanely hard to find bad classic games and condo owners weren't setting up pre-made bot accounts years ago. Almost every single condo from back in the day is probably gone by now, and if there are any left, they're probably impossible to find or broken beyond recognition. Roblox making unrated games unplayable is good, but it should not affect older games because virtually none of those are causing problems. It's new condo and scam re-uploads that are causing most issues here, so it should only apply to newer games, and if it did only apply to them, this would be fantastic. Unfortunately, Roblox wants it to apply to most older games too, which is total overkill and will lead to the unnecessary closure of millions of classic games. Roblox should definitely not make this apply to older games, but if their minds can't be changed, then all we can really do is hope popular classics aren't closed too. I suspect games on levels of Robloxity wouldn't be closed solely based on their past engagements. However, who knows when it comes to a game as popular as this. Roblox shouldn't apply this to old games, but we might just have to wait and see what happens on September 30th, because it could be really bad, but also may not be super bad. Now, we have some updates to controversial 17+ games that bring us some good news while still not exactly being what people want. A couple weeks ago, Roblox made the controversial decision to keep public bathroom simulator type games on the platform, but restrict them to 17+ users. While that is some action, these games realistically should not be on Roblox at all, and most definitely should not be allowing some minors in it. By making them 17+, Roblox would still be allowing 17-year-olds in what are basically soft condos, and 17-year-olds are minors. Roblox basically openly stated that they'd be keeping soft condo games on their platform while still allowing some minors to be in them, which is absolutely insane. Obviously, they got lit up for that because they said they'd both let these games we all know are made for dating and degeneracy stay up and let some minors play them. Well, Roblox has kinda listened to feedback and issued a response that is good, but again, not as good as it should be. Instead of making restricted games 17+, they will now be 18+ starting later this year, and restricted games are now no longer searchable or recommended to users under 18. Kids can't stumble upon restricted games anymore, and Roblox will no longer be allowing minors in soft condo games, which are both W's. Now, some of you may have seen that I called this a major W on Twitter, which I did catch a little bit of heat for since Roblox still might allow soft condos. I was maybe a little too optimistic, but that's because I saw this part at the bottom where they randomly point out how they prohibit NSFW content on their platform. This somewhat out of place comment had and still has me thinking they could go after public bathroom simulator types of games more than they're saying. Realistically, Roblox is doing the right thing by making 17+ games 18+, because allowing any minors in such horrible games could create serious safety and legal issues. However, Roblox should be removing soft condos entirely, not restricting them, because they provide nothing of value and only negatively affect their players. Both of the announcements Roblox made are good, but not as good as they can be, because they both have negative effects that could easily be prevented. Don't make unrated classic games private, ban soft condos instead of restricting them, and both these changes become huge W's that'll make the platform better. They're pretty simple solutions, I'd think, and that's what most people want, so hopefully Roblox listens to us and does just that. Thankfully, a game that saw an undeniable great thing happen to it in Meep City has seen an incredible change in its metrics that I promise I'd go over. My next vid will probably go over Meep City's demise since it got rid of custom avatars and bios, so keep an eye out for that because it's crazy. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below.